Hey, what's good, everybody? So today I'm going to do a response video to Doc Dark1985. Shout out to you, man. Love your content all the time. He said Sony is the smartest company in gaming, and in this video, I kind of agree with him. And remember, this is not an attack thing about Doc. This is just my little opinion about his situation, in his statement and opinion about this. Some facts, some opinion, some preference there. So, and a lot of people are right and wrong about the situation, and there's nothing wrong with having a preference or opinion about something. It is what it is in life. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's get into the video, and I'll try to comment an opinion. I'm not going to make this a long video, so let's just get into it.
What's up, everybody? Doc Dark1985. Yo, there's levels to this.
Yep.
Oh my God, are there so many levels to this?
All the time.
I need to apologize to Sony for not seeing this earlier. But
Okay.
now I finally see it. I see this clear. This is pimp status, pimp moves. All right.
Pimpin', Simpson, pimpin'.
So I'm gonna tell you, like the title of the video says, Sony is the smartest company in gaming, hands down.
They are. They really are, though, man. They're smart with their moves. I will agree with you with that.
It's not even close. They are the smartest company in gaming. And I'm gonna read to you the tweet that got my brain thinking and really prompted this video.
Got your brain thinking.
So shout out to this is on Twitter, Broken Games HDR. He posted this tweet, and the tweet says, Game Pass is brainwashing people into believing no game is worth the price it's at. I will keep saying it. Get mad if you want. It's facts. Now,
Before we continue on, I just want to say this, okay? That's preference. Okay, people feel strongly about $70, but a lot of people don't care. And here's why, is that we've been saying this for a long time. People who, let's say, bought Modern Warfare in 2019 when Warzone was not free, right? I don't think it was free when it came out, right? You play Warzone and they had the season pass or whatever, or when they, came out with that. You were still buying into that game. Every 2 or 3 months, whenever the season, you bought the $10 or $20 versions, you're buying this, you're buying that. So you're paying more than $70 for that game still. For example, Destiny 2. Every year I bought the expansion. $35, $40. You get the season pass throughout the whole year. You don't even have to buy an extra $10 worth of that season pass. But, if you bought the expansion for that year, you get the season pass. But you also have the opportunity and preference, or situation that you can buy silver with real money and buy cosmetics and things you don't have, or you want to look good with your outfits or armor. People are still buying into these games worth more than $70. So that idea, that statement is kind of highly incorrect, man, because people are still buying with microtransactions and all that. You're still paying more than $70 for a game. So we got to move on from that $70 narrative, man.
I'll be honest with you. When I first read the tweet, I did kind of get mad, and then I saw a few people post videos about it, whatever. Also, attacking this dude or whatever. But then, if you really get out of your feelings and you think about it, he's not wrong. He's not wrong, because Game Pass has definitely changed the way I view how much a game should cost.
But that's your opinion and preference. You understand? So the G thoughts are out of control once again. If you don't know what a G thought is, that's Game Pass thoughts, because they represent Game Pass more than their system. So let's talk about how good Xbox is, guys. Let's all the Xbox, representative content creators. Shout out to all you guys, man. Let's talk about how good your system is. Leave Game Pass out of it. We know what Game Pass is. We know how cool it is, because I respect Microsoft giving you guys, or even me on a PC, the capability to run the games at a higher frame rate. I think that's awesome. We're going to get to this a little later, but you know what I'm saying.
But I'm sitting and I'm thinking, right? And I'm like, man, why is it then, if Game Pass is so good and such a value, why is it then that I went ahead and got a PS4 Pro and and I'm all about. I like PlayStation,
Yeah, you do.
and
I
then it
remember you
hit
saying that.
me. Sony has a service similar to Game Pass.
I just want to add real quick that I really believe in people's, putting sales on Twitter, or Game Pass has like 25 million subscribers, and PS Now only has 3.5 million. In my personal experience, for me, I feel I don't need it because I do have a lot of games, and a lot of players, gamers out here do have a lot of games that are already on PS Now, so they don't need to buy into that. Again, unfortunately, Doc's gonna mention, or whatever, I think he's gonna mention in this, that there's no day and dates on PS Now, unfortunately. And I think that with Xbox's $600 billion pocket to back them up, they can do that. They can pay the studios, pay the developers to have that on their service, which is great. You have upgraded frame rates, it's on day and dates, and I think that's a phenomenal service. However, I think if Sony had that capability with the money, I think it'll blow Game Pass out the water. You already said it yourself. Let's keep going.
Not quite the same, but very similar. And even if I just click on the downloadable titles, I think there's something over like 400 titles
400 titles right there
on PS Now that I could go ahead and play right now, right? But here's the deal.
What's the deal, Doc?
I got the year subscription, so it only comes out to I think it's like $5.99 a month, or maybe $4.99 a month, something like that, right? So Sony has reinforced.
Before we continue again, I remember when I think it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think PS Now when it first came out was $20 a month. That was expensive. I'm like, yeah, I get out of here with that. Yeah, let's just keep going.
First, in my mind, that a game is not worth full price. It just has, to me. It definitely, because these are some. We got some bangers in here. We got some bangers in here. Like, don't. I'll make it real easier for you. I'll make it real easier for you. We'll just go to the exclusives, right? We'll just go to the Sony exclusives.
Mind you, Sony exclusive, these are 6 games in a row, so you guys can pause the video and count them, how many exclusives they have in that little library there.
We got some bangers in here, right? That I get to play whenever I want. I can either stream them or download them. Some of them are downloadable for $5, right? A month.
Still a decent deal for 30 frames games,
Oh, PS4 games. Look at this, bro.
A lot of games, man.
This is amazing. This is amazing. I really, honestly, I really only stick to the downloadable games, right? But check this out. Just click back on that downloadable title. But check this out. For $5 a month, I get access to, if I count all the games on PS Now, it's like something like 800 games, right? For $15 a month on Game Pass Ultimate, I get access to, I think, something like 300 titles that I could play on my PC, my Xbox, or my phone as well, right? And PlayStation, you can stream on your computer as well. So to me, he's absolutely right. I have been brainwashed into believing that no game is actually worth full price of admission. So I don't think he's wrong. But then I thought about it even deeper, and that's why this video makes so much sense. Sony is hands down the smartest company in gaming because Sony caters to 2 different types of people. Sony caters to.
Hold on, before you guys act like Sony is the Dr. Evil of gaming. Why? When they're asking for what? Or you think they're asking for
$1 million.
So I don't know. But anyway, let's get back to the video.
To smart people, and they also cater to gullible people. And this is what I mean. Sony has figured out how to be Nintendo and how to be Microsoft at the same time.
Wait, Doc. Hold on, Doc. You always said to leave Nintendo alone. And I agree with you on that. Leave Nintendo alone. It's Nintendo. They're not going anywhere for 40 years, and they're going to keep going for 40 more. So it is what it is with them. So let's leave them alone, man. You know what I mean?
Nintendo is all about catering to gullible people. Not only that, people that buy Nintendo, they know they're getting ripped off. Like we know we're getting ripped off. We know Nintendo.
Ripped off how? I feel like a little bit. I'm not gonna, act like cap or lie saying I don't think. I think we did a little bit with the communications, and they took out some games, the emulators and everything from the older version of the, past consoles. It's not really on there no more. They do have the online thing and everything, but yeah, they don't have the communication thing like that. You have to do a third party communication thing with your phone or whatever. I think that's messed up. So let's just keep moving on.
Nintendo could do better. We know they can give us a better screen than 720.
Yes.
We know they should probably stop giving us remakes at full price. But we still go ahead and
hold on. It's not a remake, it's a remaster. They updated the controls. So it's not, the Skyward Sword, you don't have to do a motion because I skipped that. I'm not playing that like that. That's crap. I'm gonna buy it because, like you said, it is nostalgic. You know what I mean? But I never played that game because of that reason, because of the motion controls. Now they put in the you can use the controller now, so I want to buy that. And dude, it's Zelda. Remasters. I think it was like $40 to $60 for the Resident Evils, right? People bought that. It was still, that's a remake, and that's worth it because they added different capabilities in that game, different camera angles, the graphics, and everything. Dude, that's a whole other ball game. This is just a remaster, and people feel strongly about, I don't want to pay $60, but you don't have to. That's the point. Nobody has to do anything. You want to buy it because you want to enjoy it and play it. And I'm gonna tell you like this: I don't even think Zelda Breath of the Wild never went on sale. It might have, but I missed that because I bought it day one. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's Zelda. Yeah. Anyways, just keep going.
and buy it, right? So Nintendo knows that they can do that, and we'll still be gullible and fall to the nostalgia and their legacy, and we'll go ahead and purchase it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft does not have that luxury. Microsoft has to cater to the person that's value driven, the person that's smart, the person that can make comments.
What do you mean value driven common sense? The only common sense I see is that, or not even common sense, that people are just buying in Game Pass because every other game is free. You're only buying, one game a month for $10, $120. So you're buying 2 full games a year, and that's a smart thing, But you guys are not buying games. You're just buying the game services to play those full games, and it's not even. I don't even know, but I have it on PC. I have Game Pass on PC, so I mean, it is what it is. I hardly play, but I play at the highest fidelity ever, so I don't really care. I don't need an Xbox Series X to tell me, hey, you got Game Pass, you have all these other games, and they don't have a lot of good games on there. Let's be realistic. They got like at least 8 or 10. All right, it's like Gears, Halo. I don't know, the Medium.
Common sense decisions and look at 2 things and be like, nah, that don't make sense. I'm gonna go with this one, right? But Sony smack that in the middle. They cater to smart people and they cater to the gullible people. So you have someone like me that has PS Now and PS Plus that what is it $70 a year, whatever it
I think
is,
it's 60
for PS Now,
60,
right? And then PS Plus is what, another
60.
what is it? It's a 10, 8, whatever it is, right? So if you add
$10 a
that
month.
together,
Like if you do 60
maybe
a year,
$150. I don't know. You guys do the math.
you should do 60 a year. It saves you a lot of money. Like honestly, anybody who does $10 a month is crazy. You might as well save 6 months or whatever and get the $60 for the year. That's half off. Like, you know what I mean? PS Now I think is $60 a year. I don't even know because I don't even play PS Now. I don't need it because I have a lot of games that I already got and it's already on there. So it is what it is. I'm that kind of gamer. I don't need it, but it is what it is. It's there for everybody else.
So for $150, I have a crazy amount of games that I could play on my PS4 Pro, and my PlayStation profile is also connected to my son's
awesome.
PS5, so he has access to all this as well if he wants to, right? So all this stuff for $150, all these games that he can play and I can play for like $150, or they can charge the gullible people $70 per game and claim that it's a next-gen game, and within 2 games you have spent $140.
Well, here's the thing. I understand your point. 2 games, you're spending $140, but it is a next gen game. Because if you're playing on PS4, you're playing the last gen capabilities, which is 30 frames per second. Okay? There's no ray tracing, and there's no 60 frames plus, there's no whatever else ever. It's just the calming basic version of that game. And if you're okay with playing 30 frames, there's nothing wrong with it, then fine. But don't knock people buying day and dates for $70 games. Unless we have 1 million petitioners signing petitions saying we are not going to pay $70 price tag, Sony, you better lower this. They're not going to make a move. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, we just have to understand that this is the norm now. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. But there's a lot of games that we played over the years that we bought more than $70 into. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you bought DLCs, there's 2 DLCs for $20 a pop. You bought that game at $60. What is that? It's $100. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're getting a little bit more, but you're still paying more money for that game alone. So with this one, the current gen games, or consoles rather, you're getting the higher frame rates, the fidelity, the ray tracing. Whether people want to look at that as a cap or not, oh well, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
$40.
Ooh.
Bro, if that is not genius, and because they know these people are so gullible, it doesn't matter that Microsoft is also giving you day and date for their service, because they know that their gullible fans are going to go ahead and cap for the fact that the developers have to get paid. And
You do got to get paid, Doc. See, because Sony doesn't have the luxury of having the $600 billion pocket like Xbox has for or Microsoft has for Xbox. They don't have that kind of capability. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they did, imagine the fun we can have as gamers for PS5 and PS4. They would probably have a lot more games upgraded to 60 frames. They will have the PC versions out sooner. They just don't have the money capability, unfortunately. So now we have to wait and see what they can do with the 18 to $20 billion they're going to invest in the gaming services. I don't know what that means. More servers, upgraded capabilities, PC ports that they already invested to that one studio that's going to do the PC versions. So there's good things happening. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
you know what? It's worth paying the $70. Even though Microsoft is doing it. That is.
Here's the thing, though. People don't want to wait for a lower price tag. If the game just came out, they were waiting for this game for a year or two with trailers and little sneak peeks. People are going to buy it. They don't care about price tags. I'm going to be real. Like, I don't care about paying $70 for Horizon Zero Dawn if it's going to go on sale 6 months to a year later. I'm not waiting 6 months to a year to play that game. If I have nothing to really play or get into, it is what it is. I'm going to buy that game to play it. You know what I mean? If I'm not playing Destiny or in Warzone or baseball, or, you know, I'm going to get to the Forbidden West, and I'm going to get into it. There's nothing wrong with paying $70 price. Like, if that's what they're charging and that's their business model, and if they feel like they want to charge that, and maybe 6 months down the line or a year they put on PS Now and have the same version, then it is what it is. People just are impatient. They don't want to wait. Like me, I'm not going to wait that long to play the game. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Genius. That is pimp. I have to respect Sony for being able to take advantage of people. It's clever. You can't listen.
To be honest, this might sound cap. This might be old school, going back and forth with debates. But again, Microsoft has the capability of the money to throw at their services, day and dates, upgraded frames. They unlocked the frames, which is great. You know what I mean? Sony should have did that, but they didn't. All right, so that's why I'm a little mad at Sony. Again, this is not attacking Doc. This is not, I'm just saying, like, Sony should have did that a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But let's be clear. Let's be very clear. There's only a few games that came out for Series X that wasn't no AAA title. All right, like what, Falconeer or The Medium? Oh, you think we care because of DualSense? No, that's a separate video I'm going to get into. Don't go there. But let's be real, man. You guys don't have no AAA next-gen titles to really represent. The only thing you guys have is the day and dates and the upgraded frame rates for the Game Pass games. That's the only thing that's worth it for the Series X to me. Which is cool. But don't knock the PS5, man, making moves. Come on, man.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Boy, I'm telling you right now, with the cost of PS Now and PS Plus, that's probably 3 or 4 Sony next gen games. And I have over 800 and something titles that I can play.
You're right. And you're also getting the PS Plus. You're also getting the free games a month. And plus PS5, I think I mentioned this before, or if I didn't, I might apologize. You get the 20 free games on PS5. So, I mean, there it is, you know.
So,
Bangers,
Broken
too.
Games HDR, is that your name? My dude, thank you. Thank you. Absolutely correct. I'm going to retweet your stuff right now. But it's not Game Pass. It's also PS Now. Doc Dark1985, there's levels to this.
There is.
There's levels to this. Oh my God, let's go. So now I'm rooting for Sony. Take their money. Take all their money. Dog, take their money, bro. TK9 dropped a video yesterday. Shout out to you, TK9. Trying to help out Sony. Oh no, trying to help out the medium developers. No, dog, TK, you got to understand. When those developers went to Sony and Sony was like, hey, how much did you charge on the Microsoft platform for the medium? They were like, yo, look, we had it on Game Pass. It did all right, but I'd say, we keep it, probably maybe lower price or whatever, or maybe put it on your PS Now service, since we put it on Game Pass, right? And Sony was like, what? You out your mind? No. We're gonna sell it full price. 40, sell it for 40. The same thing you sold it over there. That's how much you're gonna sell it for.
Real quick, you don't think medium's worth $40? Are we on crickets now? You don't think medium's worth $40? Is that what you're saying? So you guys are okay with free games? You don't care how much they're worth? Okay, I got you.
And they were probably like, well, are you sure? Because, it didn't get good reviews and a lot of your fan base trashed the game, said that the game wasn't good. Sony was like, yo, we going to tell them that you're going to use the features of the DualSense and watch this skyrocket.
I will say this, that the DualSense is a cool feature controller. All right. It's not for everybody. It's a gimmicky thing. You can call it a gimmicky thing. You can call it the next gen thing. It doesn't matter. It's people's preference. There's a lot of people who like playing with that. A lot of people don't. It's preferences, man. Preferences. Options are there.
Yo, Sony, smartest company in gaming. I ain't mad at you, PlayStation. I ain't mad at you, Sony. They cater to smart people and they cater to gullible people. I'm gonna let you guys go. I gotta figure out which game I want to go ahead and download next that I haven't played.
All of them?
Let me see. What should I
All
download?
of them, Doc. You didn't try none of them.
Nah,
No, you probably played a lot of them.
Exclusive. Something that they probably paid full price for. Something that if they made an upgrade, they probably
Witcher 3. Oh, Doc.
Whoa.
Let's talk about that real quick. This is a side note, and I'll let this video go. People talk about CD Projekt Red and being a fail and talking about developers. If nobody tried the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt back in 2015 or even now, you guys should really play that game, man. This is what I'm talking about. They made a great game with that, with that game. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is one of the best games ever made, in my opinion, for PS4 that I played on the platform, besides Bloodborne. That game was awesome. If you never played that fully, I played over 300 hours of that game. That game was great. You know what I mean? Yeah, they messed up with Cyberpunk, whatever. They should have waited 1 or 2 years for delays. And there's more videos coming, guys. But anyway, Doc, I'm going to let you go. Good video, man. But, we got to understand what the narrative is, what the power. And if you're okay with playing with 30 frames, that frame rate narrative went down for you. All right. This is Jersey's Finest. I'll be back later with the podcast, August 10th, 5 p.m. Eastern Time with Cloud Data Media. Shout out to you. Got a special guest tonight, guys. Stay tuned. Anyways, stay chill. Happy game. I'll see you guys in the next one.